But then as I'm gaining that market knowledge, then I find the secret sauce. And everybody says, Tim, what's the secret sauce? And I said, the secret sauce is when I'm going to redevelop a piece of property, and especially when I'm going to do a speculative build, which means that I'm going to build something without having a buyer already, my team and I are going to design a home on our own, and we're going to pay for the construction on our own. And we're going to hope that we have a buyer when that house is built. So in this particular project, it was easier than in the very first project. And the reason I say that is because in the very first project, you don't really know what's going to work, or you haven't found a pattern for the end consumer. And what I call patterns in this is really market knowledge. And what market knowledge is your study of your discipline. My discipline is building speculative luxury home. I have to create a market knowledge, which I have done, especially in this market, which I'm in is Linden Hills for the last 12 years. I've created this market knowledge by, number one, doing the projects, doing the research, sitting in properties and having consumers come through those properties and give me their feedback. But then as I'm gaining that market knowledge, then I find the secret sauce. And everybody says, Tim, what's the secret sauce? And I said, the secret sauce is, what are those emotional triggers that people use to make a big decision? Because buying a 1.7, a $2 million house, I don't care who you are. That's a huge decision. Buying your $300,000 house is a huge decision. What's going to cause you to make the decision that this is the one? This is my dream house. This is my forever home. Number one, I can tell you this. It's going to be a 70% to 80% emotional decision. And it's emotional just like when you decide to buy your iPhone or you decided to buy a Tesla car. You make those decisions because something's important to you, and emotionally, you almost have to have it. And so market knowledge is something that I've been studying for a long period of time, and it's what allows me to walk up to this property and say, oh my gosh, this product that I have in my brain is going to fit perfectly right here, because I already know who my avatar or my end buyer is, so that I can build that chain all the way up to that buyer. Because that's what you do when you're a spec builder like me, is you have someone in mind exactly for this house. You have painted the picture, and now you just reverse engineer it all the way down to the dirt, and you build it and you hope they come. So let's talk about this further. Come on out to the dream house that I built, which is going to be open every weekend, Friday through Sunday from 12 to 6. And I'd love to have a deeper conversation about this. If you're thinking about investing or building spec homes, come out and see the house, see what we've built, and let's talk shop.